Hi there. Welcome back to Tarot by Janine. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. I think we're high time to be looking at November. It's November 1st today, 2021. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just came through Red October. Some people would disagree that it was very red. There were some red hot moments in October for sure. I did get a really interesting, I printed it off. Somebody sent me this. And it's incredible. It's been making its rounds. Probably seen this going around or heard a version of this, but I'll just read a few key points here. It's called the main event prep. Okay, so this main event that, all the truthers have been talking about. Things to remember here. The event will be that which starts the chain of events to better not only our country, but the entire world. It is the event for a new and better world agenda. Okay, so it's the good guys event we're talking about here. Due to the fluidity of the timeline, there is no set dates. We noticed. However, multiple sources have found and confirmed codes within our system to prove that an event will take place and set in motion a chain reaction to reset our current system for a better tomorrow. Oh, could we use that? What we know. Initial 3-day event. I've been getting that steady when I look at this. Blackout worldwide. This allows for stock market crash, for reset, currency revalue. Cryptocurrencies may occupy some of these spots for the new system going forward. And a lot of them will be done away with. So a lot of the cryptocurrencies won't go forward, but some key ones will. Of course, it doesn't tell us which ones. Change over to Telsa-free energy systems worldwide. Power returns momentarily for an EBS. Global connections with telecommunications, radio, television will be taken over by a presidential emergency broadcast that will most likely start with a speech similar to the State of the Union address. Public safety martial law and 10-day disclosure of information follows. This is the beginning of a military tribunals and trials. This will remove those who have committed treason and other acts of corruption and heinous acts against the U.S. and the allied nations, which have formed an allied coalition. 3 times 8-hour documentary of proof, 24/7, 10 days total. So, wow, that's just one of the pages here. So this is something supposedly expected. But let's have a look. My first question will be, will we see this? Then we'll have a look at highlights of November after that. But I want to start with going, is this something we're going to see? It's absolutely planned for November. That's the plan. So we've got the Knight of Cups. And so this is planned for sooner than later. Like this is already set in motion, it looks like. We've got the 6 of Wands. So, bearing in mind that operations leading up to it all happen, right? But so far, it looks really lined up to happen in November. I wish it did happen in October, but it looks like it's a November thing. Okay, we've got Judgment here underneath. So it's absolutely, there's a few things that could stop it or hold it up, but that's the plan. It's absolutely like going forward. All systems go right now when I'm looking at this card reading. Okay, but they're going to keep, people safe as they go forward. So the only thing I think that would step it back or hold it up would be the potential, it's about safety. So they're trying to keep everybody as safe as they can and, people in the operation itself safe. So it's about safety. There's a few things they're aware of that could hold it up, but so far it looks like a go. So yeah, we're expecting that. So that's cool. So now let's look at what else what else is November bringing? I'm going to do a big zodiac on November. I like those zodiac spreads, and I think a lot of people are liking them too. So let's have a look. A zodiac spread on November for the world. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got, the ego, so what outwardly presents does look like a big breakthrough month. Okay, so we got breakthroughs It's not looking right off the bat. Just when you look at this, it's got a real sunny look. It doesn't look as harrowing sort of or intense as October when we had the look at October. November looks more about breakthroughs and things finally coming around. Okay, and that is good news, people. We've got the Empress financially. So the Empress. So if we do have a financial crash, it sure doesn't look like it lasts very long, because this looks like with that Empress and the Queen of Swords, I feel like the reboot would come right after a crash and actually come in stronger. So the economy is stronger, not weaker, which is very strange. But that would go to see that it's really well aspected financially. All the financial cards here. So the second house and the eighth house financial. Second house is clarified by the eighth house. And then your daily also has a really good money card. An Ace of Pentacles right above the Empress. That's amazing. Okay, around money. So the universe wants to tell us we're going to be okay. Things will work themselves out. We will be doing better somehow, not worse. And it just might not look the same. Do you know what I mean? It might be a whole different system we're dealing with, which would be absolutely welcomed. Certainly from my end anyway. It looks like it's a better system. And we don't look like we're heading for that huge depression everybody's talking about. And yeah, I got a feeling they got things are planned here that actually reboot the system financially to our advantage. And that's what it's saying again. We've got the Eight of Wands across from this. So there's a lot of truth coming out. Maybe not all of it. I don't think they divulge everything this month, but there's a whole lot. So that card says the big focus, okay, because the third house is mental, verbal. So it's the third house of Gemini. So what's spoken, what's out there, what everybody's putting out there. And it looks like people are ready for the truth. And it's been seen by the alliance that people are ready. I think we got our percent here. So we're going to get a big shovel full of truth. And a lot of secrets are coming out. Like this is like literally a floodgate here. They've been coming out all of October, but this is like incredible here. Okay, so here we've got the 9. Okay, some kind of freedom. So I feel like all of these people under the stress of facing losing their jobs. Maybe they already having left their jobs because they wouldn't get the, you know what? Okay, I have a feeling that is going to get stepped back this month. Okay, so that looks like we're more independent and we can travel again. So I feel like that kind of stuff drops. Okay, things get a lot better in daily routines. People start making money and moving around their countries again. People start making money, moving around their countries. That must mean the trucks get going again sometime in November. Things get on their feet again around moving things around. So, you know, all these stories about, oh, we're going to have shortages, like where we're destitute for food. And, you know, just, I'm not buying it. None of this looks like destitution. It does look like some hiccups. It does look like we won't have everything all of the time that we want just at the tip of our fingers. You might have to make a few allowances. You might have to, hopefully you stacked up on some of your favorite items. So there's going to be a few discrepancies. Absolutely. But things start going forward here. We start mending things. We're already going towards recreating here sometime in November. Okay, here's the people. So this would be the month and the people. So we've got the 7 of Pentacles. I think we've come into 70% of the population has come into knowing exactly what's going on by the end of November, which is brilliant. 70% of the population. There's a breakthrough in a 70 here. We've got the Queen of Swords in the 8th house. So sometime in November, we're going to start really looking at regular folks that were pushing agendas that ended up being dangerous and part of this big plan. So even if they didn't per se exactly sign up for a deep state agenda, okay, those that were pushing the deep state agenda, I feel like there's going to be reprimands for those pushing it, even if they were just in on it because it was their job or whatever excuse. They may not have signed up to be part of that deep state plan. But if they were pushing those agendas, they're going to be called to justice too. We're going to start that process. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands here. So that's in the philosophy. Okay, really pushing towards more truth and honesty. Really, so I'm thinking that's everywhere. More truth and honesty in our daily routines, in even the White Hat Alliance are going to have to be more forthcoming going forward. I'm thinking November's a great, the word for November, so we had Red October, the word for November, I'm going to name it is breakthrough. We've got a breakthrough. So it's not all tidied up and nothing's perfect here. It doesn't look like it's perfect by any means, but it's absolutely a breakthrough. We got a breakthrough here. Something that we really need, everybody. People are getting really, really weary of this. I'm just going to pull two just for an overview. So this one was in the middle. So mainstream media, we got a breakthrough with them. So they have to start telling the truth here. We've got what appears to be a redo on our financial system. So it looks like the crash already happened sometime in November, and it even reboots sometime in like news of a new financial system that's already been running though. So it's not news to some people. It's already been there. It's been in place. So your money is going to be safe, you guys. Everything around money in the whole reading looks like that's where the safety, it's trying to tell you, the universe is trying to tell you, do not be afraid. When things crash and get a little topsy-turvy, we'll just say it like that. And they will, especially if what I read there is true. They're going to get topsy-turvy. Okay, it looks like you're still going to come out really even better by this time next year financially. Yeah, we're going to be missing a few things on our shelves. We may never see some things again. Some things we can do without, by the way. Junk food. Okay, let's rethink junk food. Really cheap, trinkety things that break really quickly from China and Japan. We need to rethink those things. Like, why don't we go back to things of quality that last and fixing things? So things that could even be fixed and reused. How about we start thinking like that? We're going to have to rethink a lot of things here. There's going to be a lot of disappointment in people, and we're going to be dropping a lot of people once we know what they've been up to. Well, the Truther community's already done a lot of that. I've done that. So I feel like we're well on our way, but this is the general population we're talking about. And there's going to be a lot of secrets revealed about people, and those people are going to get dropped. And it's been said before, they won't be able to walk the streets, you guys. And then even regular people that went along with these draconian measures and without questioning, because it was their job, okay, they're going to get looked into too. So that's going to get interesting. Thank you so much for watching my video. And do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye-bye.